Quilters are a generous bunch that will make a quilt to mark an event, to soothe an illness, to express art. We come together as a community in times of need, always looking for a reason to give a gift of warmth. Quilters are not sewers, we are creators. We are givers and even artists. We love the process, the legacy, and the accomplishment, but mostly we love the story. Every quilt has one.
So, once upon a time, in about 2008 or 9, one should always put labels on their quilts so they'd know exactly when they made them. So I learned my lesson, so I'm guessing. I saw this pattern in a quilting magazine, and I fell in love with it. All the double wedding quilts that I had seen before were all the real pale colors, and I thought, well, that's not very exciting. So this was perfect. And then I thought, well, what is the history of the double wedding ring quilt? And it was in 1920 when I think it was a newspaper article came out with this quilt design. And this man, who was an unknown, they don't know who he is, but he decided that the double wedding ring ceremony would be really cool. Not the quilt, a ceremony. But then his wife had a really bright idea, and she drew it all out. So that's kind of the history, the story of how it evolved in the States, although there are some stories, centuries back of similar quilts. So I started and collected all my bright fabrics, many that I already had, and pieced it, put it together, and then I had my friend Joyce Ross, who's a really fine long arm quilter, quilt it for me. I had just gotten my machine, and I thought she would probably do a really great job, so I let her do it. You want the award-winning people to do your quilt. So then a few years later, I decided to gift the quilt to my daughter Laura and her husband John, and it kind of sat in a storage for a bit. Then they moved into a larger house that had guest rooms. And so now when I go to their house, I sleep under this wedding ring quilt, which is pretty cool. And Laura also is an avid knitter, and she has been doing Zoom classes the last year and a half. And she does the Zoom classes in that bedroom. And people see this quilt and they want to know about it. That is so cool. Where did you get that? So, and another challenge I had, I'd never done a scalloped edge before, but I got her done, and I'm really pleased with it. So this last weekend, I was over at their house in Redmond, and I said, can I snatch the quilt back so I can make this video? So that's the story, and I know it is beautiful, and I'm really proud of it, because I usually make easier quilts than this one. So.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.